Hey, what's up with the Disney fans? It's your boy Ree. Then we got Jen. This is another episode of the What the Disney podcast. We got a lot to talk about, a lot more Disney 100 stuff. I went back to the parks. I'm about to give you my fuel review of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and some other stuff. I know Jen, you got a lot of stuff you want to hear, right?
Yes, I want to hear all the stories, all the parks. Take me
Yes.
to the park I haven't been in so long.
Right. So make sure you like, share, subscribe to all our videos on YouTube, What the Disney. You can find us on Instagram at what.the_Disney. You can find us on Jam for our news breaks, What the Disney. Also, you can find our podcast on iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Anchor. All right. So let's get into it. This is the What the Disney podcast. All right, hey Disney people. I hope you all having a good day whenever you're listening to this, watching this, the evening, the afternoon, the morning. I hope you all doing good on this day. I know I am. Jen, it's great to see you again. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Um, I'm ready to head back to the park again. I was just there last Saturday. This past Saturday I was there.
I know. It's very exciting. You get to go. I have
Uh,
not. I live in the northern of the Californias, and you live in the southern of Californias. So that sort of
yes.
helps you get there more. But I am
Oh,
in countdown mode. So I've ordered my matching t-shirts. I've ordered new shoes to break in. I'm in countdown mode now.
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of stuff Disney announced this
Yes.
week, which includes new attractions, new movies coming out. Um,
Questionable new movies.
Questionable. We'll get into that. I'm going to give you my full review of Mickey and Minnie's uh the Mickey and Minnie
Runaway
ride.
train.
Yes, in Toontown. 'Cause I finally took the family, and that was great. And
And we gotta get the kids. Well, you can tell us what the kids thought of it.
oh yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
for the
yeah.
kids.
It's for everybody. It's
It's
not
for
just for the kids.
everybody.
No,
Yes.
it's literally for everybody.
Oh,
So let's
love
start
that.
off. Yeah, let's start off with Toontown.
Yeah, tell me about Toontown.
So
I know
I
it's
was
not fully open yet. You can only walk in there to go on the train, on the ride.
well, we stood there. We were in Toontown for over an hour after the ride. Yeah. So I got
So it's
the
not
I
a get on the ride and get out, don't look at anything. It's you can
no, you can stay and just stay in there and enjoy Toontown and look.
oh nice.
Yeah. I got the 7 a.m. queue
Ooh.
boarding group. So I was able to do that. And the ride broke down. But so our boarding group got pushed back. We got on about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah,
That's a good time to be at that side of the park.
right. So we got on around that time and did a ride. Aaliyah wanted to go again, and they said, "Oh no, you can't you can't get on the ride again because we're about to close it down." So they closed it down early for the fireworks.
Fireworks.
And then
I
at the
was wondering if they were
fireworks,
still doing that with Toontown.
yeah, but they reopened it. They
Oh, so
reopened
they
it
do
at
the
the fireworks.
fireworks and then they'll oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
because you were when I was looking at lightning lanes, you were
Hmm.
able to get a lightning lane up to like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, that's nice. I hope they keep
Yeah,
that
yeah. And the
because
other
they used
thing
to just
is,
close Toontown and then it's just closed.
right. And remember the last time we talked, I was telling you that my starting park was at Disneyland and theirs was at DCA.
Yeah.
Thank God for that 11 o'clock park hopper time.
Yeah.
And we went to not City Hall, but to any guest relations place.
Hmm.
They were able to add Xavier and my wife into my queue.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I wasn't able to get them a boarding group because they were at a different park. You
Right.
had to be
Oh,
at
so they were
Disneyland to
able
get.
to add them?
Yeah, they were able to add them to my boarding group.
That's
So
awesome.
that's how we were able to get on.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So that was another great thing.
Did the kids like the
Um,
ride?
oh, they loved the ride. Like I said, Leah didn't want to get off. She wanted to stay on. She made her a little friend, and we all ended up riding together because her and the little girl were just holding hands together the whole time. Dad was like, "Come
Oh,
on, come ride with me," and the dad with me, and the dad was like, "Okay."
that's
And he's like, "I guess." He was like,
adorable.
"I guess we all ride together." So Aaliyah and her little friend and her dad all sat in the back row. Me, Robin, and Xavier were in the front.
That's adorable.
Yeah, yeah,
That is adorable.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But the best part of that ride is the queue.
Really?
Yes, the queue is the best queue ever at Disneyland. I
Really?
think it's better than Rise of Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance queue sucks. Sorry, hot take.
Oh, hot take, hot
Hot
take,
take.
hot take.
Spicy take over here, but
Hey,
I didn't think it
we
was
should do
anything to write home about.
a poll on Instagram
Yes,
saying
we should. I
uh
don't think Rise of the Resistance queue is anything to write home about. I mean,
okay,
if are we including that little pregame video? Because that's cool. But like walking through locker rooms
okay,
is not like I don't like what's the queue and what's the ride with that ride?
right,
Because like if you're just talking about where we line up, and then once they put you in that room and you're talking to Poe Dameron, I think that's the ride, and then thusly not the queue. So like
right,
that's the ride, and we're riding it. But if you include like the
right,
the videos and then the shuttle, and then not until we actually are riding a ride, is it a ride?
right,
That like sure it's a great ride, but like it's
right,
a great queue. But I don't walking through locker rooms to me isn't that neat. It's
right,
kind of like but that's a hot take. I know that's a hot take.
right. It
But I
is.
now you got me interested in the Mickey and Friends because it looks really cool in the photos I've seen with the popcorn in the shape of
Well, it's
Mickey.
not just that. There's little hidden gems in there,
Oh,
Easter eggs. The queue goes through the whole history of Mickey Mouse. So basically,
that's
so it literally has costumes from uh most of his costumes from his classic
cool. Like
cartoons.
classic cartoons.
Yeah. Like the Jack and the Beanstalk. They got the costume for that. They actually had the wheel from Steamboat Willie in there that you could spin. Um, everybody, if it been on the ride yet, this is a spoiler alert. So I'm letting you know, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert! Mute us
They
for
even do pay homage to the Disney Junior show, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. And
is
they have
Toodles
Toodles.
there?
Yeah, Toodles. They have Toodles.
Toodles! Oh my
Yeah,
god, I'm
they
so
have
happy.
Toodles. They have
Every
Toodles
parent
there.
in the world is
Yeah.
like, Toodles!
Even
Oh
they
my
took
god,
it to the
Toodles!
70s to Mickey Disco from the 70s. They pay homage to that. And let me tell you about Aaliyah loves Disco. So we were walking through the queue and they were playing the music and Aaliyah just stopped and she just started dancing. If you saw the video on
I
IG,
did. I saw
that
the
yeah,
video. That's what
that's
she was dancing to.
yeah, that's what yeah, Mickey Disco. That's what she was dancing to.
Again,
Like,
adorable.
right, like I mean, it's gonna take you a good 40. If you wanted to just look at the queue, you probably be in the queue for a good 45 minutes just to take everything in.
Dude, you sold me when it came to Toodles.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a whole thing for Mickey
Every
Mouse
parent
Clubhouse.
who has a young child knows Toodles.
Yeah, it was the big old toodles there, the mechanical hand and all that. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
The three ghosts from Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat.
Oh my god,
Yeah, they got that, the desk with them in the mirror. Um,
that's so cool.
yeah, they have that in the queue.
I
It's
can
just
so I can see myself liking this queue more than Rise of Resistance just because
yeah,
I like Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. You can see all the Star Wars behind me. That's Lance's stuff, but man,
right,
but like Lance is the Star Wars nut and I'm the Disney person. So like this
right,
queue is definitely much more of a me
right.
kind of thing where I'm going to be like, "Oh my god, look at all the Mickey stuff." Whereas like I don't know, I have to ask him what he thought of the queue of the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah. So, but
So
yeah, the history of Mickey, while
yeah.
oh my
And then
god, is it
the movie
March yet?
posters, the movie posters were cool.
I want those movie posters. Like, can they
Yeah,
please sell those movie posters? I want
right.
that Mighty Ducks movie poster so bad.
So
Have things being delivered, apparently. Sorry, people, I have dogs.
and my kids want to jump into this conversation so bad. I'm like, nope, not tonight. Man. But yeah, I think it's the best queue that they got at Disneyland.
That I can't
The
wait now.
best queue.
I'm so
And
excited.
the ride itself is great. It's like a mini Rise of Resistance for the kids.
Have you watched the POVs of the one in Florida? Yeah.
Not yet,
Okay.
but I've seen someone do a comparison. He
Hmm.
came out to Disneyland to ride ours. The
Hmm.
ride is basically the same as
Okay. The
Disney
Disney.
World, just a little extra things. We didn't get
Okay.
that new scene. I think the
Okay.
main thing between Disneyland and Disney World is our queue.
Is our
We have the
queue.
better queue.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the same pre-show.
Same pre-show. Same.
Things and
It's
stuff, but
basically the
now,
same ride, except we have
yeah,
one extra scene.
right. And from one my good buddy Mondo from Five Fires, we were talking about it, and he said their seats are different. They're a little bit bigger at Disney World.
Hmm.
And ours was kind of smaller because I had to hold on to the railing because it wasn't meant for big butts. And I was sliding everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, but
Although
other
I've seen a lot of POVs, and I see it during that Daisy part. I've seen a lot of people sliding around. So
but that part is fun
yeah,
because you're doing the waltz, and
yeah.
then after the waltz, you're doing the tango.
Yeah, it's very
So
it
yeah,
gives very Cars Cousins
yeah, yeah. So it was
from what I've
it's
seen. And I love the Cars Cousin
mm,
dancing ride. I know not a lot of people do, but I love that ride.
right. And you know what's great though? If you get an early boarding group, you may have a great chance of going that ride 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
So
that's what they told us. They said if you had an earlier boarding group, you would probably be able to get on again. Because
well,
there wasn't a lot of people in the queue. It wasn't even a long ride. It was probably like if we didn't stop and look at everything, it was probably like a 5, 10 minute wait.
so wait, so if you were gotten off the ride, so you rode your ride with your
Hmm.
boarding pass,
Hmm.
you could literally get out and go back in line and they wouldn't stop you.
Right. If you were there earlier enough, yeah,
If you're there early enough, you can just
yeah.
go and go right.
They said if you ask someone, they will probably she said they will probably let you back on. The cast member said they will probably let you back on.
Spoiler alert, people. Keep
Yes.
that in the back of your mind when you're going.
Because like I said, when we got there, there wasn't a lot of people in the queue anyway. If you don't stop
Yeah.
and look at everything, it's like a 5, 10 minute wait. So the virtual queues were working good.
Nice. When does Toontown open?
Toontown opens next month.
Oh, so I'll be there.
Yeah, it opens next month. I don't have the exact
Hold on. I'll look it up while we're
yeah.
talking.
Um but yeah, even if you don't get off the ride, there's still a lot of stuff to do. Like the the post office you could go into and the door into town that you could pull that'll electrocute
Yeah.
you and lift the weight. All that is
Still
available.
there? Oh,
Yeah, all the interactive stuff is still available for them to use.
March
Right
8th.
next to Roger Rabbit, March 8th.
March 8th.
Yeah, so I
So the
will be
only
there too.
things not available to us are the other rides
Right,
until
Roger
March 8th.
Rabbit is still down.
Rogers down, Gadget Coaster's still down.
Right, and all the
And
houses are still
all the
down.
houses are closed.
So the further you could go is City Hall.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, One thing I did find out is there is going to be a gift shop inside the at the end of the ride. They're
Yeah,
not open. They're not going to open it until Toontown is open.
fair.
Yeah, because the curtains were closed.
Yeah, because you're gonna have tons of people buying all the stuff before people can even get in there.
Right, right.
So
So
you don't want to open that and be like, let us at. Yeah, you don't want to
right,
sell out of everything until everybody can get in there.
right. So yeah, Toontown, man. Once Toontown opens, it's gonna be the busiest that's ever been.
Ever.
That green
Ever.
the green grass area that they took the fountain out, where they took the fountain out, great area to relax. People had their babies there, had their little picnic baskets. They were just having picnics over there, chilling, vibing out, sitting in the shade.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's
I'm an old lady and need places to sit.
yeah. Oh, we're
So
getting new restaurants too.
yes. Oh
We are
yes.
getting new. We getting new
We'll do a
restaurants.
whole Toontown thing
Yeah,
because Toontown opens the 8th. So
yeah,
look for our podcast because we will have a whole thing about what we're excited about and what we're looking
yes,
forward to with Toontown.
yes.
I'm just
Davey,
happy they're renovating it and they're making it something that we'll want to go into. Because before it
yes,
was kind of like if you had babies, you went there.
right,
You didn't
right,
really do much else there except like let
right,
the kids play and you just kind of be like, I'm a parent and need a brain break. And this is the
right,
only sensory friendly place in the park.
right.
So I'm happy that they're trying to push more people into tune and that part of the thing. And I really do hope that they keep that open.
Yeah.
Like they do the fireworks and then they open it back up again.
This is
Because
the great
that's
thing too. We all know about
smart.
the lightning lanes.
Yes.
Y'all might as well just buy a lightning lane too. But then again, people were buying lightning lanes. It's like, forget the lightning lane. We're just gonna go through the queue. Because if you go through the lightning lane, you're gonna miss out on the whole queue, basically. So people were buying the lightning lanes, but it was like, you know what? Can we just go through the queue? Because we want that's how great the queue is. People were passing up the
Yeah.
lightning lane just to go through the queue.
Oh, okay. Well, you
Yeah,
sold me. I need to.
yeah,
I'll do the same thing. I'll get a lightning lane just so I can get on the ride, but
right.
they'll let me in the
And the
main
lightning
line.
lane, the lightning lanes were cheap. So we're gonna play a guess
It's not that
game.
expensive for that, which
But
I was surprised.
how much you think the lightning lane was?
Okay, well, let me break this. Let me talk it out before I give you my guess. Because I
Okay.
spent $15 per person for cars. And I know Rise of the Resistance is 20. So, but you're looking at me. $10.
Close. It was the same as cars, 15.
15?
And
Okay.
that was on a Saturday.
It was a
Right.
Saturday?
It was a Saturday and it was $15. Like what? Okay.
That's what?
Thank you, Bob Iger.
Yeah, I was gonna say I spent $15 per person. I spent $30 to get Michaela and I onto
It was
cars.
cheaper. It's cheaper to get a lightning lane to Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway than buying Genie Plus.
Yeah.
So
Jeez. Wow, thanks, Bob.
yes, thank you, Bob Iger.
I'm so happy the good Bob is here. The good Bob is back.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes.
Love it.
So thank you, Bob Iger. You're doing a great job. So speaking of Bob Iger, the man is thank God, thank you, Jesus, for Bob Iger. Can we get a cheer for yes, yes, yes.
Hip hip
So
hooray is for Bob.
I was looking at the calendar for ticket prices. 'Cause I may have some friends coming out to Cali who wants to go. And I was like, I'm looking at the June calendar. I've seen a whole bunch of tickets starting at $104. Yes. They're keeping up to the word, talking about they're gonna bring out the cheaper tickets. It is during the
Makes
week.
me very happy I haven't booked my birthday trip if they're gonna do that. Because my birthday's in August.
Well, we have to see. We have to see. It was only the first 3 weeks of June.
Okay.
And the $104 tickets were basically Monday through Thursday.
That's fine. I was gone. My birthday is
Right.
a Friday this year, so I'd be coming down on a Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll
But
see.
yeah, they released more $104 tickets as I was looking at the calendar. I said, okay.
All
They're
right,
making it
Bob.
more they're making it more affordable for
You mean that Disney finally realized that they can't price out people because they
exactly.
won't make
Well,
money?
that's what Bob Iger said. That's why he kind of regrets choosing Chapek because Chapek didn't know
Well,
what he was doing.
Chapek was just trying to chase a dollar.
Hmm.
Chapek was just 100% trying to chase a dollar, and he wasn't actually looking at what he was doing. He just looked at like, we need money, we need money. And then the
Right,
pandemic hit. And then
right,
he was like, oh, we lost all this money. We need money. We need money. And then just started pricing everybody out of stuff. And then the shareholders 100% could sit there and be like, you're
right,
everything's more expensive. No one's coming. How
right,
are you going to make the money? Like
right,
it never made any sense.
right. So, yo, another thing that because they had their earnings call this week, so this is where we find out everything.
I heard
And
the only thing I heard from that so far is that the blue people are coming to Disneyland.
yes, that's the breaking
Avatar.
news.
Yeah.
Disneyland is getting an Avatar experience, but my only question is where?
Where?
Like, there is no room for no Avatar experience unless they're gonna take something out.
Yeah, like where are we putting Pangea? Pangea.
Right.
Like where? Like it
I,
doesn't make any sense. Like it was great. Everyone's like, "Oh, Avatar." And I'm like,
but
"Where?
where?
Where are we
Yeah,
putting Avatar?
right. Adventureland's too small. Frontierland's too small.
Are you expanding Adventureland?
To where?
Well, what's behind? Is it like that's
There's
their
nothing.
backstage area?
I don't know.
I mean, if they were to take out their backstage area, which I think is stupid because like you need a
No, that
backstage.
backstage area got Starbucks in it.
Yeah, for the
Yeah, for the cast members, they got
cast
Starbucks
members.
right there, so they wouldn't take that out.
No, they wouldn't take out like, but yeah,
Yeah,
like that's the only thing I can think of is that they start backing up. But like,
right.
although there was also that like they're building a third park option that they were thinking of doing.
Oh, the Disney Forward,
Yeah,
but that may be confirmation for the third gate.
yeah. But yeah,
So,
yeah, like it's great. Everyone's like, oh, and I'm like, where are you putting it?
hmm,
Because like we only have so much space.
right.
Unless you like really start taking out your back, like again, you could take out your backstage area. I mean, there's a Starbucks there, you can move the Starbucks, but like, I mean,
Hmm.
the only thing I can think of is if they start taking things out of Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland just need a whole new makeover.
Yeah, Tomorrowland needs to
Yeah,
be updated desperately.
get
So
rid
like
of
that's the only thing
Autopia.
I can think of is you can put it there, but like you'd have
Um,
to move Star Tours.
well,
You have
they said more details to come soon, so we're just gonna have to wait and
so
see what the plan
yeah,
is.
that's the only thing I was like, that's great because I
Right.
wanted to do that. I'm not a big Avatar fan, but I wanted to do the ride. I just haven't been to Disney World. But I
Did
was
you
like, I don't know
see?
where they're going to put it.
Right. Did you see the numbers of how much money they lost to Disney Plus?
No.
Yo, it's ridiculous. Shoot.
How much money they lost because
Yeah,
of Disney Plus?
yeah, they lost a lot of money with Disney Plus. He said he's planning on making them they want to make it financially stable through like at the beginning of 2025 or something like that, or
How are
2024.
they losing money
Yeah.
on Disney Plus?
See, that's the thing about Bob Chapek. He wasn't thinking about the parks. He was thinking about making Disney Plus
The
their
streamer.
number one profitable,
Yeah.
their main thing, but that wasn't working. I don't know if it's because they were putting out too much content, and then they had that lawsuit with Scarlett Johansson,
Yeah.
and like if you could look it up real quick, um, I believe they said they lost money with Disney Plus, and yeah, it wasn't profitable. So he wants to make it profitable, but by 2024.
I mean, good.
So, and plus, they weren't putting no movies in the theaters. Remember, they were taking movies out the theaters and putting it straight to Disney Plus. So, yeah, it's crazy with the earnings call. While you look that up, also in earnings calls, we learned about some new movies that are coming out. They say they got Toy Story 5 in development. I'm interested in seeing what the story will, of
I
that
need a
would be.
story before I'm going to be excited about that.
Right, because I thought Toy
Sure.
Story had a great send off, so why would you add on to it? But
Why?
that's for another episode. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, because
Um,
that's ridiculous. But
right,
that kind of also screams
right,
Chapek,
right. Um,
Bob Chapek. So
we get another Zootopia, which I am
I
excited
that
about.
let's
Yes,
go.
I call that Disney's versions of Breaking Bad. If you know, then you know. Uh, we're also getting Zootopia, Toy Story, Frozen.
Frozen 3.
Yeah, Frozen 3. And I'm like, I can see that. I can see that. So
Again, Frozen 2 ended really nicely. Anna's queen, she's some spirit.
yeah, but I want to see how Anna does in her reign.
Yeah,
So
but like, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know what, I don't know. Again, I'm gonna have to see a story for that one too.
yeah,
Disney lost over 120 billion in 2022.
yes, yes,
100 billion with a B.
yes. And people want to talk about why is Disney so expensive? This is why. Disney is being so Chapek was making it so expensive. He's trying to cover the cost of all the money he lost, and that's why everything was going up.
Oh wow,
That's
it
crazy.
loses 4 billion a day.
Yes, Disney loses 4 billion a
Billion with
day.
a B, guys, a
Yes, and that's because of
day.
Disney Plus. That's because of Disney Plus.
Why?
Because Chapek don't know what he doing. He didn't
But
know what he
like
was
Disney
doing.
Plus, like everybody I know pays for Disney Plus.
Not everybody. Not everybody.
I'm just with how popular The Mandalorian is
Right. But
and
yeah, think about it. The top
all the
streaming show
Marvel
was just
shows. How,
Marvel shows really didn't do that good.
yeah, I was gonna say the only Marvel show that I could see people going for was WandaVision.
Yeah.
WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. And that was
Yeah.
about it.
That's about it.
Loki was
I
lame
think
unless you're a Loki fan.
the problem with Marvel is they were putting out too many Marvel shows.
Yeah.
They had a
Like
show
again,
for
another hot take, but I'm a huge Ant-Man and Wasp fan and could care less about the new movie.
really.
Could care less.
It's supposed to set
Well,
us up for something.
granted, I've heard real mixed reviews with it. I'm kind of also very tired of the inundation of Marvel.
Hmm.
Like there's just so much Marvel, and every film has to connect now, and I just miss
Yeah.
standalone. One problem, solve it in the movie. You're
Well, we
done.
see the lineup for the next era
Yeah,
of
I also
Marvel.
heard some things that might happen in that movie, and I'm not
Mhm.
prepared mentally for those things.
I wasn't mentally prepared for Black Wakanda Forever.
Was that good?
So,
I haven't seen it yet.
but go Disney Plus.
I know.
Um, hot
I know.
take, hot take. The first Black Panther was better than Wakanda Forever.
That's what
Wakanda
I heard.
Forever was mainly a tribute to Chadwick Boseman.
That's
They
what I
had to
heard.
rewrite that whole script.
I heard that the first one was well, I know the first one was excellent. I've seen that. I saw
Mm.
that one in theaters. But I heard the first one was way better than the second.
Yeah, I think the second one was originally supposed to be about mental health
It was
and
supposed to be about him and his son.
well, him and his son and his
Spoiler.
mental health
Spoiler.
because he's still dealing with the trauma of coming
Yeah.
back from being disappeared from all those years.
Yeah, and missing out on raising his
Yeah,
family.
yeah, missing on, yeah. So
So they had to completely rewrite it
yeah, completely rewrite that. So yeah.
from that. But so like I don't know, I haven't watched it. I also just gotten again, Doctor Strange kind of ruined a lot of things for me
Mm.
when it came to Marvel, which can be like a whole nother different discussion, but like Doctor Strange to me wasn't very good.
Yeah, I fell asleep on it twice.
I just didn't enjoy Doctor Strange. I
I
don't
fell
like
asleep on it.
horror.
But the thing about Wakanda Forever, it does set you up for a new Disney Plus series. So
See, that's my problem. Stop setting up things. Just give me a movie.
yeah.
And like make like the, like they used to in the original ones where it was the Easter egg that set up the next movie. Stop
Yes.
making the whole movie setting up a whole nother movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You gotta go all the way back and catch up to see how
yeah.
things happen.
Yeah, that's just kind of frustrating to me.
Yeah.
But
Like with the Spider when Spider-Man came back and when they announced Tobey Maguire and and, who, and who's the other guy? I forgot. Y'all.
it's Toby and Andrew.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield. Um I had to make Xavier watch all the Spider-Man movies. I had to make him watch the Tobey Maguires and the Andrew Garfield movies. Yo, that's a lot of Spider-Man movies I have to get him to watch just to see
Yes.
the last
Just to
Spider-Man
see the
movie.
last one, you have to watch like
Right.
films.
Right.
It's my issue with Marvel now is everything
Right.
has to set up another movie, and you can't just and go in and be like, I just want to see Ant-Man and Wasp. I just want to see Ant-Man and Wasp.
Right.
I just want to watch that film. I want to see them fight somebody and move on. I'm tired of
Right.
variants. I'm tired of time travel. I'm tired of all that stuff. But
Right.
again, that's a rant for a whole nother day.
Right. If y'all hear something in the background, it's my daughter next to me.
That's fine. Mine was just arguing with me about trying to get something behind her.
So this is the thing about us here at What the Disney. We are parents and we have families.
Yep.
So, you can
That
hear
we
stuff in the
love.
background. So don't say
We
you're not going to
love
listen to our
so much,
podcast.
but they are
You
annoying.
hear little Rugrats in the background. No, our families love Disney too.
Yes, they do.
Hold on, I need the where is it?
Can I open one of those or not? Yes, go ahead.
I gotta put that last track.
There you go.
Yes. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff that came out of the earnings call. Which is I find it
Surprising.
it interesting. Yes.
That's surprising. I'm genuinely surprised. I thought that Disney Plus was making, well, at least not making it, but like, evened out, because I just assumed like people were watching it because, like, again, my socials is very small, but like everybody's excited about Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff.
They got that package with Hulu and ESPN.
Yeah.
And now they incorporated all the Fox Century stuff into Disney Plus.
Yeah, like it's just one of those things where you're just so surprising.
Right. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And like now it's funny that they made, and last thing I gotta say about Disney Plus, because Disney Plus and this whole thing is giving me a headache. Yeah, I barely be on Disney Plus now because it's just too much stuff to watch.
Same. I can't tell. Granted, football season just ended and I'm depressed, so I'm sure I'll go back, but
right.
I haven't watched it since the 49ers started.
Man. They thought it would be smart to take Dancing with the Stars off of ABC and move it over to Disney Plus.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Old people watch that show. Well, I mean, I'm sure other people do too. You watch it.
Right.
But like, older people, that was like a show for older people that they loved. And like to take it and make it more difficult for them to get to it, they're not going to pay.
I think they thought they would get more subscribers if they made that move, but apparently not.
Not going to do
And
that.
apparently not.
No, because like, why?
Right. So yeah, it'll be interesting what happens with Disney Plus.
It'll be
Um
very interesting. I know Obi-Wan didn't do what they thought it would do.
a lot of stuff on Disney Plus didn't do what they thought.
Yeah.
Chip and Dale, the movie, that's a great movie, and that didn't even do that great.
Yeah. People weren't getting subscriptions for that. I
Right.
think they expected a lot of subscriptions for Obi-Wan. And they
Right.
just didn't get them.
I think that's a problem. They thought they with the platform they could do all this stuff with Star Wars and Marvel, but they overdid it. They overdid it. There's like too many.
They way saturated everything. They
Right.
flipped out
Right.
because of COVID and just throwing
Right.
everything out there just to give people entertainment, and then
Right.
didn't think long term. But
Right. Right.
JPEG.
Well, let's segue over to something else. First of all, again, thank you, Bob Iger.
Side note, Mandalorian comes out March 1st.
Yes, and if you go watch the Super Bowl, there's gonna be a special trailer for Mandalorian.
Oh,
yes.
Is that how they're gonna get me to watch it?
Yes, they're doing a trailer, a new trailer during the Super Bowl.
It'll be online.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, for all you Philadelphia Eagle fans, yes, I am a Niner fan. So if you are in the LA area and you guys hopefully win the Super Bowl, the winning team of the Super Bowl will be at the Disneyland Resort again this year on the next day.
I'm gonna throw my I really now have to root for Kansas City. Oh God. This is the worst.
We here at What the Disney are supporters of the 49ers.
We are the faithful.
Yes, we are the faithful.
We are bitter.
But for all the Eagles
fans,
all the Chiefs fans, if one of y'all win, y'all can fly over to Disneyland or
no, I don't want you. Go to Disney World. I don't want you in my park.
Yes, they will have a special cavalcade like they did last year for the Rams.
Okay, because it's in Arizona, so that's
why so they will be at Disneyland the next day. They made the announcement today.
Okay.
So let's take this conversation over to DCA.
Happier times.
Yes.
Let's not talk about depression of the two worst teams that could have gone to the Super Bowl if you're a 49er fan.
Man, I got some friends who go listen to this podcast. They're gonna be like, really? I'm like,
they're gonna be like, really, guys? Yes.
Really?
Yes. We're still bitter.
Yes. Let's transition over to DCA. Okay. Recently DCA just had a birthday.
Yes.
They just turned 22. And there's this account I'll follow on IG. I think it's called Messing Around. I'll put the links up or whatever. He plays this person. They play a whole lot of throwback clips for Disney, like old school commercials from the 80s, 70s and stuff for Disneyland. And he decided to do a trip down memory lane for DCA. And the good old days of DCA, the one thing that I loved about the DCA in the good old days is they had McDonald's. Yeah, DCA. When DCA first opened, they had a McDonald's.
Oh my God.
Yes. And I remember I loved that McDonald's. That was the spot to go. That's the only place I would get my food. Had one.
The only thing I remember of the old when it first opened, when it was still California. Was the movie where Little Mermaid is now. Mm-hmm. Remember you had that, you would walk in and you'd watch a whole history of California. My history of California professor at college wrote that.
Oh. The McDonald's was over by the pier.
I did not know that.
Yeah. They had McDonald's inside of DCA. Yo, fun fact, since Disney is celebrating 100 years, when Disneyland first opened, Aunt Jemima Pancakes was a sponsor, and they had an Aunt Jemima restaurant in New Orleans Square. And Aunt Jemima was actually a character at Disneyland. That's a Black History moment there for you too.
I did not know any of this.
Yes, Aunt
I
Jemima was a.
love this.
They had Aunt Jemima restaurant inside New Orleans Square at Disneyland, and Aunt Jemima was an actual character
That walked around Disney
inside the restaurant at
inside the
Disneyland.
restaurant.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
But a lot of people, this is the 50s, so with the civil rights movement and all this stuff, Black people wasn't having it. So Walt decided to shut that down. So
it's impressive.
Yeah.
Something before Walt.
So that's a little Disney Black History moment for everybody out there. Yes. So yeah, I thought I'd put that out there. But yeah, DCA had a McDonald's when they first opened.
I did not know that.
And yeah, he went a trip down memory lane with DCA, like where the monorail, you know how the monorail goes through DCA? That used to be the Golden Gate Bridge.
I know. I wish they kept that. That looked so cool.
Yeah.
That was cool. I liked that. I also wish they kept the California.
Yeah.
Sign.
Yeah.
Because that looked super cool.
But I think what they did was they just made it look like Disney Hollywood Studios. Disney Hollywood Studios has the same exact entrance as we do.
I don't like it.
Right. I'm like, can we be different?
It would be nice if it was different and you still kept some of the California elements.
Right.
It's just if anything else, they should have kept the California sign because it's still Disney California. You're still in California.
Right. Well, it's in a good spot. It's in the capital of California. It's in Sacramento.
It is. I've gone there. I've taken pictures.
Right.
But yeah, that's my only. But yeah, it was really cool when the monorail would go through the Golden Gate Bridge.
Right.
I thought that was really neat.
So yeah, let me go back to my trip on Saturday. Yes. Man, I'm all over the place. I don't have no format. We just shoot.
Talk. This is a conversation.
Right. So we didn't do World of Color. Because by the time we got off of the ride, everybody was getting ready to line up for the fireworks.
Yeah.
So we didn't do it at the castle. We did it at Small World. And we heard that famous announcement again. There is no more viewing here on Main Street. Please go to Small World if you want to see the fireworks.
I'm in shock.
Yeah.
In shock.
This is one of their best fireworks shows in my opinion. But it's
have to line up for so long.
Right.
So long. I'm gonna be standing there.
So I was like, it's a great fireworks show. I can't wait to show them World of Color. World of Color was so cool. They pay homage to a whole bunch of Pixar movies. Like the movie Soul. I love that movie, but I can't watch Soul. I don't know if I told you the story. So let me give everybody the story behind the movie Soul and why it's so close to me. All right, you seen the movie Soul, right?
Yes.
Okay. A teary-eyed over the Soul tribute, because that movie is dear to my heart. Like I only seen the movie once, and I can't.
Couldn't. I've seen it once or twice. Mm-hmm. Now there's no way I could watch it.
Yeah. So
no
let me give you a little backstory about this movie. Now, you know how he goes into the barbershop?
Mm-hmm.
All right, the name of that barbershop is Buddy's Barbershop. And Buddy's Barbershop is my cousin's barbershop. So yeah, they actually went to my cousin's barber shop and sketched
Oh,
um his barber shop for the movie.
yeah. Yeah.
And
I'd be done.
it's really emotional because Buddy actually passed away. My cousin Buddy passed away before that movie, before the shop.
Oh, before you saw the movie?
No, before the shop opened.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, yeah. And I've been married 12 years. This was 12 years ago. So yeah, about 12 years since his
oh,
passing. 'Cause he passed away right before I got married.
that sucks.
Um,
Sorry.
so his brothers and sisters, they all decided in his honor to open up the shop. It's
Mhm.
in Emeryville. Well, it was in Emeryville.
Yeah.
Yes, the shop is actually in Emeryville.
Well, yeah.
And
That's where
yeah,
Pixar is.
you're right. So Pixar, I guess, was looking around and they saw his shop, just like, can we sketch it? And my cousin was like, yeah, go ahead. And my cousin didn't know at the time how big this movie was gonna be. He was like,
Yeah.
okay, this one come sketch the shop for a movie.
Yeah.
So yeah. Um, so
Oh, so
Buddy
you have
Shop,
like a super personal connection. Yeah. I would
yeah,
get emotional at that
yeah.
point too, for
So
sure.
Buddy Shop, everything in that shop is exactly the way that barber shop is. Buddy
That's
Shop, that's the name of the shop.
that's so
Legit.
cool.
Legit. And let me tell you how I found out about this. I like to watch the credits at the end of every movie, just in case there's something at the end.
Yeah.
And it got to the we like to thank section. And I see my last name in the credits, but I see my cousin's name in front of it. And I see Buddy Shop. I had to put two and two together. I'm like, hold up.
Wait a second.
Right.
I know that.
So I had to text my cousin, didn't hear from him. So I texted his sister. I took a picture of the credits and I sent it to my sister. I mean, not my sister, my other cousin, his sister, and sent it to her. I'm like, did you know about this? And come to find out, nobody in the family knew that the shop was to be a part of the movie. And my cousin he didn't think it was a big deal. I'm like, bro,
You're in a
why?
Pixar
A
movie.
Pixar Disney movie. This is a great this your brother, your little bro, our cousin's legacy is living on through Disney.
In a Disney film.
Yeah, in a Disney film, and probably a great one of the best
One of
Disney films.
probably one of the good best Pixar ones they've put out in a while.
Right. I mean, this is with Jamie Foxx and people.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah, that's why it's so dear to my heart, that movie. And I have a hard time seeing it just because I know that my cousin's barbershop
That's awesome.
is in that movie. If I ever meet Jamie Foxx one day, I'm telling him the story.
As you should.
Yeah, I'm telling him the story. And he
We
be
all
at
have
Disneyland a
that.
lot.
We all have that celebrity story we need to tell
Right,
the
right,
celebrity.
right. But yeah,
Mine
that's
doesn't have anything to do with Disney. Mine's just a joke between Lance and I.
yeah. So yeah, that's my backstory to the movie Soul. So that's why I don't get to watch it a lot because of that connection.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah,
emotional.
right. But yeah, um, but the movie. Oh, there's a great Star Wars
Yeah.
part to World of Color. There's a great sequence for the Avengers too. They
Ooh,
got an Avengers sequence in the show.
that's
So it's
cool.
really good. Um Now if you go to the first showing of World of Color, it starts at 9 p.m. because they do a pre-show for Lunar New Year, which is I think it's called like Find Your Way Home or something like that. So it's like a little small Lunar New Year uh World of Color,
Mhm.
and it has fireworks. Yeah, it has fireworks.
As it should.
Yeah, it has fireworks. And then they go straight into the World of Color show.
That's kind of
After,
cool.
but they only do it for that one time, the 9 o'clock show, not the 10:15.
Hmm.
You know the park closes at 10.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, DCA it's cool. They're celebrating the 100 years a little bit. There's a little bit of decorations. I said that in the last podcast.
Yeah, I
There's a
didn't
little bit,
expect them to have a
yeah.
lot there.
And they still got the Lunar New Year going on.
Mm.
We're getting ready for the Food and Wine Festival, which I'm excited about.
I am too.
Yeah.
I am too. I might actually get a pass.
Okay. Yeah, it's worth it.
I might actually, because a lot of the food looks really good.
Right.
So it's an option.
So yeah, DCA is still popping. It's just getting kind of overshadowed because of Disney 100, and that's taking place over at Disneyland.
As it probably was expecting.
Right.
If I was a higher up, I would expect that the DCA is going to get overshadowed a bit for right now.
Right. But they did make an announcement. A new character is coming to Disneyland. Because they got a new show, a new Marvel show coming to the Disney Channel called let me ask my son real quick. Xavier, what's the name of the girl that's coming? Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Yeah, it's a Marvel show that's coming on the Disney Channel, and then they'll be streaming it 2 days later on Disney Plus.
Like cartoon, right?
I think so. Yeah. So yeah, and she'll be on Sunset Avenue.
I'll see if my daughter wants to watch it.
So she's only gonna be there for a limited amount of time.
Like all those characters are limited.
Right. So, but yeah, that's what's going on over at DCA. Yo, I saw a viral clip because they for on a Disney cruise ship. It was a Marvel show.
Yes.
And they had Shuri, the Black Panther, go in the metaverse.
Yes.
And go see T'Challa.
Yes.
You saw that clip? Yeah, that was so emotional.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot of stuff on those cruise ships. Like they have they have a whole video of Sam Wilson as Captain America.
Yeah.
And you only see it if you're on the cruise ship.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I think it's stupid, and they need to put him out far. He needs to be much more in your face, but that's just me. Right. But yeah, like they have a lot of stuff, like stuff on that cruise ship that like you only get if you're on the cruise ship, which is why I've been searching cruises.
Yeah. So, and they got new ships coming out too. So, so yeah. All right. Well, let me give y'all some Disney tips for y'all next visit.
Yeah, let's hear some tips.
I know, Jen,
I need them.
Yes. Like I said, I was able to get that 7 o'clock queue.
Yes. That is important.
Yes, I started around 5 o'clock. And then my queue, like I said, I didn't get on to about 4:35. The ride is fun. I said try to get an early boarding group so you can ride the ride multiple times. And enjoy Toontown. Stay in Toontown for a good hour or so. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a great vibe in there because once you leave, you can't go back in.
Yeah, you can't go back in unless you have a thing, or it's after March 8th.
Right, or after March 8th. So if they say you can't get back on the ride, just pay the extra $50 to get a Lightning Lane. You don't have to get the whole you don't have to get the whole Genie Plus. You just get the Lightning Lane.
Yeah, just pay for it because it's worth it.
Yeah. That's my first tip. Oh yeah, if you do your boarding group, the 7 a.m., you don't have to be on property. You could do it from home. That's what I did. I got mine from home. So do that. If you miss out on the 7 a.m., don't worry. You got another chance at 1 p.m. This FYI, if you do the 1 p.m., you may not be able to go on the ride till close to the park closes, or you may not be able to make it at all. And they say that in the fine print. You got a virtual queue for World of Color. That's at 12. You could do that. That's easy to get. They'll either give you the 9 p.m. show or the 10 15 p.m. show. If you don't get it, no worries. You can still go see the show. They got standby.
Yeah.
And yeah, standby is not bad either. That's still great viewing.
That's the nice thing about World of Color
Hmm.
is that standby you can still see stuff.
Right, right.
It's not like when
So,
you were watching Phantasmic and it's hard to see if you don't have like seating and stuff like that.
right. Um, those yeah, mobile order your food because a lot of the Disney 100 foods, a lot of people are getting.
Mhm. I
Um,
want that
yeah,
purple.
the churro.
No, not the cherry, the purple poison apple.
Yeah.
Want that.
Okay. Yeah. That. Yes, we're gonna have to try that. You know what? You and I, we're when we in March, we're gonna do a whole foodie video.
We
Let's just
should.
do. Yes, let's do that. Um, let's see
That's
what else.
genuinely the girl who was coming with me. All she wants is food.
Food. Oh,
She's
yeah.
just like, I'm just going to eat the whole time. That's what my money's going towards. And I was like, I have zero problem with that. Food and rides, let's go.
Right, right. Let's see what else. A lot of people have been rope dropping lately. So, I mean, you can rope drop. That's great. If you rope
I,
drop, the one good thing about rope drop, if you're a character person, that's the best chance for you to go see
yes.
the Fab Five is that rope drop.
Yes. And also they do that. They're doing the Walt speech at
Yes,
Rope
they're
Drop.
doing. Yeah, they're doing the walk speech at
Yeah. Which is
rope
cool. If
drop.
you want to experience the Walt speech and stand in Disney and that whole thing, like
Yeah.
go for it. I'm too old. And I like coffee.
Right.
And I
Um.
don't rope drop. But
Right.
to those who do, rock on. Like
Right.
you're the real MVP.
Right. What else? Yeah. So you want to see the Fab Five when they first come out? Rope drop. 1 p.m. If you're at Disneyland at 1 p.m., the 100-year cavalcade starts at 1 p.m. And that's like the best cavalcade I think they ever had. That thing is so. It's a cavalcade. It's not a parade. It's just a cavalcade, but it's still magical.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I posted a little clip on our IG with Dr. Disney on Instagram, of it.
I'm
And
also very excited about the parade.
yes,
I'm
can you
very
get the
excited.
date for that, please? Magic happens when it comes back.
I'm very excited. I bought a parade package specifically.
Yes, do that. 'Cause I did not get to experience Magic Happens because of the pandemic. It was only out for like a week
Yeah, I was like,
and
yeah, I was like a
or
week, and
three
that was it.
days, and then
February 24th.
oh wow, I need to make sure I got my reservation for that day. Okay,
Magic Happens Parade returns February 24th.
24th. Okay, okay, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna be there on the 25th too.
get your reservations, people. That's
Well, you
not.
know what? I may not do the 24th because I'm gonna be there on the 25th.
I was gonna say
So
everybody's going to be there on the 24th.
yeah, yeah. So okay. So yeah, that's gonna be packed. Any other tips you want get ready for your?
None, but I'm sure the next one I will have way more tips because I'm slowly but surely getting into that mindset of Disney and starting to
Mm-hmm.
prep for Disney and starting to look up stuff and figure out how to do things. So I'll have tips for you soon.
Yeah.
Be working on that.
Right. So yeah, if you see us in the park, say hello.
Yeah, say hello.
We love meeting the people.
We do. We are the people, so we'd love to
Yes.
meet other people.
Yes. So yeah, that's what's been going on with Disney. Um a lot of great stuff. I'm just interested to see what they're gonna do with Avatar.
I am
Um
really interested in that.
right. And
I'm
like over
I'm really interested in where that's going to go.
right, like over in Tokyo, when I saw Arendelle, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
that looks so dope. Arendelle looks dope over there.
Yeah, I'm just
The Frozen Land.
it's going to be very interesting to see where everything goes. They keep
Mhm.
they keep saying you're gonna get all this, and it's like that's great. I'm so excited, but like my park's already very small. Where are you putting all of this? Are you building another land? If you are, where is it going? So it's very, it'll be very interesting to see what that does.
I'm
But
excited.
yeah, so that's,
Yes. So Disney 100, they're doing a lot of things. They're gonna make it a better place. And
hopefully. Hopefully. Well, I'm not hopeful. It's a wonderful area and all that kind of stuff. I'm just hoping they're not going to overcrowd it with too much stuff and try and jam it and make it a Disney World in a small thing. We
I
we
don't
don't need
know.
we don't need
That's
Disneyland to be Disney World.
that's
Is
if
all
Disney Forest is gonna move forward. We haven't heard anything about.
right.
So
Unless again they're building a whole nother park. But at the same
right,
time, I don't know how I feel about the other park, and this can be a totally different time conversation, but don't Disney World my Disneyland.
right, right. That's what
There's a
makes
reason
Disneyland
why
so
Disney
special.
World is so great is because it's huge and giant and
Right,
there's all these parks to go to and it's large.
right,
Don't jam a whole bunch of stuff into my small little park.
right. And we're unique because we got a lot of stuff that they don't, and a lot of the stuff that we do have that they have is totally different.
Right, like our churros,
Yes.
they're better.
And Small World and Peter
Is
Pan.
better. And
Yes.
Pirates is better. But like again,
Yes.
we're biased.
Yes. And we're the OGs, we're the originals.
We're the originals. We're the original everything. So
Right. 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 So
all right.
hey y'all, before we go, I just need to remind y'all, if y'all still looking for Disney 100 merch, especially if you're not out here at the parks, go to Target and
In
Walmart.
LA. It's not up here, guys. Not up in
Really?
so nope. I don't have any Disney merch
Look
in my
online
Target.
because they should have
I'm
it
sure it's
online too.
online.
Yeah, it's online.
It's online, it's not in store. So if you're up in Northern California, you want to go into a Target and get some merch, not there.
And I got one last tip for you too. Thank you for that, Jen.
For sure.
If y'all don't want to buy the expensive merch at the parks, there is a Target down the street
Mm-hmm.
from Disneyland
Yep.
that has a whole section of Disney merch for the parks.
There's a thrift store that sells all the stuff.
Yes, there's a thrift
That's
store
like
too.
5 miles from Disneyland.
Yes. So you go to the thrift store or you go to the Target down the street
Yeah.
and get your Mickey ears and the baseball cap with the Mickey ears and stuff. So
Make people think that you bought, $40 ears. But
yeah,
really you didn't. But
right.
you're giving that present.
Like Aaliyah, I got her a whole Minnie Mouse princess dress.
Mhm.
And off of Amazon. She loved it. She
Probably didn't
loved it.
spend as much as I did for the princess
Let me say
experience.
this about that. I'm glad I didn't do it. Um, and I found this out too. And I wish I
Oh.
would have known this and I would have told you this. They say you can pay for that package and don't have to do none of the stuff. They'll just give you the stuff and you can walk out.
Oh, they told us that.
But oh, okay.
They told us that, but Michaela wanted to do all the stuff.
Oh, okay.
And they said you wouldn't get the photos
Oh.
because you get a whole photo shoot.
Oh, yeah. See, then it's not worth it then.
Yeah.
Um,
Whole photo shoot.
oh wow. Are you able to post something like that on
Yeah.
our IG?
I have all
Okay.
the photos.
You get digital copies too?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
sweet.
if you have Genie Plus,
hmm
you
Well,
get
I
a few
okay.
photos.
And you know what? On one last note. Dun, 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 Magic Key updates. There's only the Imagine Key,
Yeah.
the Magic Key.
Yeah.
That's the
There's
only
only
thing
one.
available. Yep, that's the only thing available. Everything else is up for renewal. So yes, wow, we had a good conversation today.
We did.
I
It's
hope
good.
y'all
It's
enjoyed it.
insightful. I hope everybody enjoyed listening to this or watching it or all
Yes,
of the above, because that's what you're supposed to do when you like, share, comment, and watch
yes.
till
So
the
if this
end.
is on YouTube, comment on YouTube. I'll put a
See
post on
this
this
on
podcast.
IG,
Yeah, send us the
comment on IG.
IG. We also got an email. What the Disney as in DS. It's Disney without the I, basically.
Mhm. Disney
So what
without
the
the I.
yeah, what the Disney at gmail.com. You spell Disney without the I. The email is there. Also, if you'd like to be a promotional partner with us, email us or hit us up on IG. We would love to work with you and get your product, Disney product, on air as
Yep.
well. We would
We would love to.
display it, sport your stuff
Hmm.
as well here at What the Disney. Also, if you want to join our team, we're looking for new people too. Come
We're
join us.
always looking for people to join us, to have
Yes,
conversations with us,
yes,
pod with us,
yes.
film with us. We're looking for all sorts of people.
Yeah, if you're on the East Coast, go to Disney World, hit us up.
Yeah, we could
Yes,
definitely use a Disney World person to come on
yes,
here and wrangle us in.
right.
Tell us
So,
what's up.
yes. So go to our YouTube, What the Disney, like, share, subscribe, watch our videos. You go to the Culture Network, YouTube's, hit the What the Disney playlist. Look at all of our old past stuff there too. Instagram, what Dr. Disney. I gave you the email, what the Disney without the I at gmail.com. You can find us on iHeartRadio, Google
Amazon.
Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Anchor. We will be on Apple Podcasts soon. I'm still
Yes.
working on that, so that is coming. Jen, you have anything else?
No, I'm good. So right now, that was a good conversation. That was lots of
Yes.
fun. Can't wait to do it again.
So on the next podcast, and Jen, I'm gonna let you know this now.
Yes.
We're gonna talk about the history of Disney cinema.
Ooh, I will do my research.
Yes, we will talk about I want to talk about the movies of
That sounds like
Disney.
fun.
Which one was the best? Which ones are underrated, overrated?
Sounds like a
Yes,
fun time.
there's already got a couple movies I think that needs more love. So
Well, see, that's why you guys gotta like, subscribe, and share and comment,
yes,
because you're gonna be into this conversation. Because I'm sure we're going to bother some people.
and
Maybe.
if you guys have anything too, hit us up
Yep.
and we'll share them on air. So that's it
Sounds
for this
good.
week, y'all.
Yep.
I am Ree,
I'm Jen.
and this is What the Disney.
See you real soon.
Bye.